Hi everyone, my name is Alana and this is my first post on my channel. So I'm really excited about it, and I spent some time thinking about how I wanted to kick this off and thought perhaps starting with some info about me, 10 things about me, maybe a good and interesting way to get this started. So you might see my eyes darting back and forth as I'm looking at my list, but excited to introduce myself and hopefully get a few of you to follow me and follow along for the ride as I build this out. Like I said, my name is Alana and I live in Ohio. I have lived here my entire life. Was born in Cleveland and then moved to Northwest Ohio. And I live here with my two babies. They are 2 and 3 and they are 14 months apart. Having babies so close in age for us was the absolute best thing ever. They are best friends and it is so much fun just seeing them grow up hand in hand with each other. I'm totally obsessed with my kids and they're my whole entire world. I have an awesome husband and we have been together for 10 years. So, you know, in so many ways, we pretty much grew up together and we've had so many, almost all of our big life experiences together, buying our first house together, really transitioning through career growth together. We've always been each other's biggest cheerleader. And I, just like my kids, I'm totally obsessed with my husband. He's great. Pre-kids, I was super into makeup. Any makeup trend, any product that was new and gaining popularity, I always had my hands on it. I say that was me pre-kids because I definitely have an appreciation for those things now, but having kids, being a working mom, being the default parent, I just don't have that kind of time anymore. So my makeup routine consists more so of easy. I use the same products every single day. From an eye and eyeshadow perspective, I pretty much just use those pretty eyeshadow creams that I can just swipe across my eyelid and I am one and done. I don't really have the time for like the big complicated eye looks anymore, although I think they're so beautiful. And maybe someday I'll get back to that, but for now, simple is better. And if I have the energy to put a little more effort into something from a makeup perspective, it's always into the lips. It's always a hot pink or a red or something like that I think is so much fun. I am a fashion girly, and in parenthood, I'm kind of finding my style again, how it's evolved. At one point, I was really into vintage styled clothing, kind of taking it back to like the 1920s and the flared dresses and Mary Jane's, such a cute look. And I work from home now that I have a family. And so what I'm wearing now, comfortable clothing that allows for me to work but also run around, is mostly my day-to-day. But, you know, on the rarities that my husband and I are able to get a sitter and go out on a date, or when I get my gaggle of girlfriends together and we go out to dinner, I am super into the fashion, the pretty dresses. I like really simple jewelry. More of a refined, classic, timeless look is what I love. But as I scroll TikTok, there's so many cute looks out there, so many new trends. So I would like to dive back into understanding what the cool kids are doing, if you will. My household is a gluten-free household. I am allergic to gluten. My husband has celiac disease, and so we keep our house completely gluten-free. However, interestingly, our kids are not gluten-free and they don't have to be, which is wonderful. We did not know that would be a possibility with two gluten-free people coming together and having children, but they are perfectly healthy as it relates to gluten. They can have whatever they want. So when they are at school, when they go to birthday parties, we completely encourage them to have all the cake, all the crackers, all the bread, whatever they want, so that they're, you know, feeling like they can participate with all of their friends. But as it relates to being at home, we keep it gluten-free for the safety of me and my husband. Then unfortunately, I have to take it a step further. I am chicken-free, which is odd and unique. I have an incredible allergy to chicken. I have to carry an EpiPen around. I can't have chicken broth, skin, protein, anything like that. It makes me very, very sick. It makes my throat close up. I have skin reactions, and so we are a chicken-free household, which is hard for my husband. So whenever I'm out of town, the first thing he does is he orders Wingstop so that he can get his fix on chicken wings and just enjoy that while I'm not around. I am learning how to take care of my daughter's hair, and that's a journey for me. I am Black, my husband is white, and for so many Black women, learning how to do our own hair is such a journey, and I can say that I am one of those. I'm still learning how to do my own hair and learning the products that make the most sense for me to wear my hair in its natural state, where it is beautiful and curly but also has a little bit of control. I have yet to master that for myself. And then we had two beautiful mixed girls, and their hair is even different from one another. So I'm on a journey of understanding the right products and, just the right everything, the right formula of everything to really master how to do their hair, because something I'm really dedicated to is making sure that in any stage of life, they know how absolutely beautiful they are and their differences and their uniqueness. It's all to be celebrated. Growing up in Ohio, the suburbs of Ohio, in my high school graduated class, I was one of 3 Black people. That's very hard. It's very obvious in that kind of situation that you are different. Even now, there are not a lot of us where I live, and I always want to make sure some of the struggles that I had, some of the confidence issues that I had, I want to make sure my girls in any stage of life just know how fabulous they are and don't try to conform themselves or conform their hair to anyone else that they see. And so I really put that on myself to master how to embrace their hair and find the right products for their hair to set them up for their lives in their maintenance and their hair care, so that they can, in that regard, be as confident as possible. I was a ballerina for over 20 years, and it's a really big part of my life and a really big sense of joy and pride that I had and have. And my youngest is really into ballet right now, so we're having a lot of fun bonding over that. And being in the holiday season, we get to go to the Nutcracker, and I get to talk to my kids about all of the different roles that I had throughout my life. Ballet was my minor in college. I took it all the way through the university, and now, post children, I get to just do it as a hobby and watch my oldest enjoy it so much. And then finally, if you can't tell already by so much of what I talked about, I am passionate about all things motherhood support, postpartum communities, mental health with motherhood. Motherhood is amazing. It is the best thing I have ever taken on. It's also the hardest thing I've ever taken on. And I am no expert in motherhood, but any way that I can share the bumps and the bruises and the things that I've learned along the way and tidbits that I can gather from other people, I absolutely love it. And being a mom is the largest part of me and the largest part of my joy. So I'm excited to keep building out this channel and hopefully resonate with someone. If it's even just one person, that'll make me feel so good. And stay tuned for more videos to come. Take care, everyone.